Hi. I don't know if you've heard the good news or not, but art. Art is a thing. Let me read from the book. Art book. In the beginning, there was art. Art with 3 letters and 4 numbers. Bent around, backwards, upside down. The threshold of civilization, the end of an era. Yes, art, art, artsy schmartsy, artsy fartsy. Beyond the pale blue wilderness, under the ground, penetrating radar, 5 ways to tell if you're creative or not. They peep, they naturally avoid people and are anxious, filled with dread and hope. It's live in the scat, where they work in the toiling wilderness. Again, blue to the touch. They leave art outside the door for you as a gift. This is a picture of one of them. If ever you see one, you be careful. Chapter 2. What happened to my brain? Why am I all alone all of a sudden? What has happened to my brain? Chapter 3. Never say never to the daydreamer, for the daydreamer is the one who will kill you in the end. This is kind of dark. This is a little bit dark. Nevertheless, it's my thing. Chapter 4. Paragraph 2. Sentence 4. Letter 1. A. It's part of a bigger word, but I'm going to leave you with that. I think that's good enough for now. I'm a loser. Sharon is Karen. I think everybody knows this by now. And if you don't, get with the program. What sides we're on? To war with one another, where ancient lines once were drawn. Have you ever been on hold from your world? The dirty world that gave us air to breathe and songs to sing. We killed her with machines. We blamed her for being unique. We drilled into her veins and wondered why she cried out in pain. That one's scary. So, just so you know, it's all in the book. The good book. From your angle, I think it says tra backward. You gotta try a little bit harder than that. 5 days to make me happy and 6 ways to make me scream. There we go. Now I shall tell you another story. The tale as old as time. Song as old as rhyme. And not that exciting, to be honest. I learned a new chord today. It's called the L chord for loser. I whistled my way through the darkness and the pain. The darkness I reclaim, the darkness through my name. I don't know if I turned my off. Anyways, back to chapter 73, verse 2, word 4. There's nothing on this page. Is that today? We get to write it in the book today? After we're done? Cool, alright. First, before you draw, you have to test the pen. Nope, it's not good. Not good at all. This one has some life in it. Hello, Haley. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Eve. Hello, Villain. Hello, Star. Hello, Night. Hello, Cloud. Hello, Universe. What a wonderful sight. This hair smells like glue. It's brand new. It came out of my head about an hour ago. But who am I to judge? I'm just a messenger. I'm that weird person in class that you never want to talk to or look at. And if the one time you do get caught looking, I'm looking right back at you. That's not true. I'm usually looking down. It's a little better. A little better. Don't forget to like and prescribe. I need a refill. I was thinking about it today, about the world, about it all. I was thinking to myself how lucky I was just to be alive. Just to be this grumpy little grifter. This dangling little dandelion. This simmering little silly person. Sometimes you gotta let yourself have it. Trying to find time to be more patient. I'm not patient. I'm not a patient person. I used to think I was. I'm not. I come off as mean to everybody. And if you don't like it, shut the hell up. See, even that. I can't even say that without sounding mean. I don't know. I just also don't think people are used to seeing me like that, so they just assume that I am angry when I'm just excited. It's like a dog. Like a little dog. Doesn't know his place. Just give me some food, I'll be okay, I'll listen up. Just tell me what to do and throw some biscuits on the ground, I'll be fine. That deserves some teeth. There we go. Hello, Tally. Of course I remember you. From the war of 1833. It's been a long time, mate. Good to see you. You still got all your digits? I'm talking telephone, I'm talking telegram. I'm talking, you know? I'm talking. Remember that old joke we used to tell each other? Just to satisfy our curiosity there in the trenches? Oh, the trenches of Wall Street. 30 years from now, it's going to get quite ripe up in this biz. Isn't that right, Tally? See? He's on board. Tally's on board. I hope your day's going swell, Tally. I do remember you. I just don't, of course, you know, there's a lot of people that pass through, but once we start talking and you what do you call it? Is it jive somebody's memory, or is that racist? I don't even know what the hell that means. Jive? Read, what's the word I'm looking for? Jog. Once you jog, jive, Jesus. Once you drive my memory, I don't even know what that means. Like dance or something? I don't know. Either way, I'm an idiot. Always comes out on top. I come out on top so much I don't even know. I just don't even know what the top looked like. Cause I just, you know, I'm sitting on top of the world, but I can't see the forest for the trees. I'm always looking for the next best thing, thinking there is such a thing as I get older and weaker and more angrier and bitter. And golly gosh darn dang, I'm trying hard to negotiate with them. Oh, the critters inside of my head. I'm trying to get them to listen. It's hard when you cannot harness the moon. People try, but they can't. You can't harness the moon. Tally, you must. That was pretty jivey. That whatever you just said, it was jivey enough that YouTube restricted it. It was like, no, this is too jive, man. This is way too jive. You're gonna have to tone it down a bit. So, but no, the name definitely rings a bell. Long story short, either we were talking about World War IV or we were talking about the Beastie Boys. I can't remember. Either way, I'm hooked. Rufio. Hey, Cinnamon Roll. So if I finish a square inch every 20 minutes, they give me bread and biscuits here. And they give me hope. They give me like another link on the chain closer to the key that's gonna free me from this prison. So every bit of encouragement helps. If you want to send bolt cutters or keys or shimmy sham shammers, shimmy shams are the best this time of year, especially. They help out a bunch for me and the kids. Just send me what you got, your gold, your whatever you got. Yeah, I'll take it all. I'll take anything you got. And then you'll be number one. You have a number one spot in my club, in the art club. We don't technically we don't call it a cult until after you've already paid and you're in, and then you can't get out. And then that's when you graduate to being in a cult. Yeah. Everybody take a sip now. There's 60 people in the room watching me as quietly as churchmen. Go ahead, children. Go ahead and take a little sip. No, it's okay. Trust me. I'll drink one first. Watch. Mm-hmm. See, nothing to fear. Go ahead and drink. Shh, I don't want them to hear you. Drink. Don't slurp. And don't go afterwards like I did. See? Once you join the cult, you can be the club. You can be that quiet too. Obedience goes a long way. For $5.99 a month? Hell yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna have to request some butter from the producers. Good point, Tally. Good point. Good on ya. Good on ya. Okay. I was having pretty big, crazy dreams last night about all sorts of stuff, and I was thinking just about how heavy everything is in the world. That wasn't I didn't pass gas just then. Just so you know, that was my chair, my stool. It rubs on the. I'm really close. I don't mean to be so close, and I'm tilting my head because I don't. Even though I know you're not there, really, I still am self-conscious of my breath because you're pretty close, and that's just. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get so close to you. There's no way of changing this option or what, Terry? What's going on? Oh, sorry, you're doing it yourself. That's right. Shoot. Let me turn this around. Golly gosh darn dang. Lo siento, folks. Folks. I almost said frokes. And then I said it. Twice. It's a weird, wild world we live in, folks. We're only here for a short time. Enjoy it while you can.
Believe me, I should know. I've been here 19 times. Still trying to get it right after all these times. I almost said years, but it would be eons I'm talking about. I'm talking eons. The first time I came, I was just a single-celled organism named Bloop. they used to call me Bloop. Yeah, because we could think our conversations back then. Didn't need stupid lips like we do these days. And they'd be like, hey, Bloop, give me a blooper. And I'd be like, what, you're fucking English now or something? You're a single-celled organism? Yeah, why do you have an accent? Where are you from? Seriously, you don't belong here. You know? And then we get into all sorts of fights, thus creating and more life and evolving more life and more scarcity and more humble badassery. We're all gonna die. Hallelujah. Hey, is everybody feeling okay tonight so far? Everything's good, right? Everybody's hanging in there? We can hang in there together. My name's Story Grub. We can hang in there together. And I will pave the way. I'll make sure those little demons aren't nipping at your heels. They'll bite me first. And by the time they bite me, they'll be tasting the poison in my blood. The anti-demon blood tasting serum that I inject every day before I head out the door. And for you, you can buy it for just barely, for the price of, a cup of coffee every month. Link is in my description. I make it in the toilet, and then I relocate to the bathtub where it gets cured, and then we bottle it up from there into all sorts of little bottles and vials and stuff like that. Super vile, super vile. But some people like that stuff, and I'm happy to supply and demand. We used to call it hogwash back in the day, but then we realized that there was a hogwash from coming out of Tennessee, like just the same recipe and everything. Holy gosh darn dang. Down to the nearest nub. I'm telling you that much. Even had to put a bicycle smoke in there. We didn't even think about it like that so much. But we did, twice. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to draw. Mm-hmm. Dies on the spot, on the spot, falls we. Exactly what I was. Did I say? I'm pretty sure I said that. Verbatim. My name's Story Grub. Story Grub verbatim. Verbatim Thursdays. Tune in for Verbatim Thursdays with Story Grub and his cult members. I mean, club members. Club sounds so much more illustrious than cult, too. Hey, come and join the club. Come to the club this weekend. Are you guys going to the club? The clubhouse. Yeah. It's not the art club, it's the clubhouse. Into the blue. Exactly. Some of us more than others. I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, shit, why not? Let it go. Let it go. Gosh darn it. Somebody came to my channel the other day, smelling of lilac berries and bushel blossoms, and I laughed myself to sleep. It took me 17 hours, but I finally did. I laughed so hard, I can't even breathe today. I've been holding it in since 2. That's right. It's no fun being so talented. Didn't even have to try. I live on Humble Avenue, right next to I'm the Shit Drive. It's pretty rad. Everybody around here is pretty badass. I mean, I guess you can't live here unless you're so badass that you're so humble and stuff and shit. Fuck. That's how we do. That's how we do. Welcome to the hood. Based on a true story. Based on a true story, grub. And they are Daltons. Wait, have you heard of the Bohemian Grove? Oh yeah, I've heard of the Bohemian Grove. We're gonna start a sanctuary right next door called the Bohemians. And it'll just be you and me on top of a hill yelling down at them while they're doing funky punky stuff. And hanky panky stuff and whatnots. And then we will be the king of the mountains once again, my friend. Ain't nobody gonna make fun of us after that. We're gonna make so many friends. It'll be like 1982 all over again. God, that sport meet was just the best. You and me taking on the entire county? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm sorry. That was just such a great time. You sprained your ankle in 3 different spots and you still kept going. I mean, it's where God. You little son of a gun. It's what we do. No, you're right. You're absolutely. No, you're right. It's what we do. I'm Bob the Builder. You liked this house, right? Hand built from paper mache and bubble gum? Yeah. Looks like you don't have a permit. Bob, level that piece of shit. Lo siento to my Spanish-speaking friends. I'm sure this is quite rough. My channel is different. Little, Caucasian, different. But not in a bad way, just in a terrible, tragic way. Like a Shakespearean tragedy, without all of the beautiful words and stories. A very boring plot line, a very clever girl. Sitting atop the castle, beyond the walls. Her blouse dripping out the window, like paint dripping off the chin of the artist who liked to eat his own paint. Once again, we've found ourselves here. And once again, we can't get out. Unless you leave the channel, which... But don't do that, please. Just stay. I mean, please stay. I didn't mean that. I'm not being literal. Just try to be cool. I'm just... Look, it looks like it's gonna be a mouth or something. At this point, this thing's just making itself. It's taken over my hand. It's not my drawing anymore. But that to me looks like a bottom lip or the bottom of an eye, and either way, it's gonna have those little wrinkles or eyelashes. So it can be either or in a minute. Tally, you're hella funny. Tally, you're hella funny. Hi, Luna. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you the other night, Luna. I'm sorry. Remember when there was like 70 people commenting at the same time? Like, this is more like it. I don't know what the heck happened, but yeah, it was quite interesting. And you all did a great job, and I appreciate you guys' help during all that too. Keeping the balance. I have the best moderators. Very thoughtful, kind, generous, and funny. Good sense of humor. Good sense of their own selves within the spatial realm that we call Earth, even though it's pretty flat and hollow, and it floats. We all float. Ladies and gentlemen, we're floating in space. Moon-based moderation at its best. I was just thinking about that song. Thanks, Luna. It was busy. It was crazy, yeah. And then it just like went back to normal. It was like that for like 7 days or something, and then just went back to normal. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was interesting. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna be okay. You guys got to see this from further back. I gotta get this up. There we go. Because this is what I'm seeing. Is lips, an upper lip, bottom lip, the mouth open, chin, right here, and whatever. Not that it's gonna, it's definitely gonna change, but I can, if I wanted to, I could and the eye would be in here. There's an eye right there, for crying out loud. But have another big eye right here and a cheek. Just finish it off with a cheek. And the nose could be coming up under here, poking out right here from this little bushel. And the lip could just kind of be tucked under there. So that could be a nostril right there, and the nose could come out. You know, it would be a face, obviously. That's what I'm trying to say. But if I wanted to, I could just kind of be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna flush that out. I'm gonna bring that face out and finish the drawing. But I think what I'm gonna do is instead of finishing it, I'm gonna draw all the way to the edge, and around right here, there's gonna be just a border around the whole thing, and the art's just gonna go all the way to the edge again. Um, but back in the old days, or if I was doing this as a commission or something like that, I think it'd be a good idea to, because it's a big piece of paper too, so there's more to it. But like, it already looks like kind of a head. I could round it off up here somehow more, and just bring out the face right here, and then bring a neck down here, shoulders if I wanted. But this time around, I'm gonna go all the way to the, like I already just said, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say something once, why say it again? But I might get a picture, I might flush out that face right now for the heck of it, and then take a picture of it, and then keep going. That way I can at least have a visual of what it looked like. Because I like what the drawings look like before they become what they are meant to be. Because they just evolve. This style kind of that I create, it just kind of it unfolds in its own way, and I allow it just to make itself be known. It's like sorcery, and that's why art to me always reminds me of just magic. You know, I don't mean that in a evil way or whatever people might take that kind of stuff. I just mean like literally, you're creating something from nothing, and it becomes very personal if you take a lot of time and put a lot of energy into something. It becomes a very personal piece for me, anyways. I definitely know people that can just do it and just give it away like it's candy, but for me, once it's done, it's like a part of me, and it's just I don't want to let it go. So I was saying this the other day. It's nice to live in this age now because of how easy it is to get scans and like good photographs, like digital high quality photographs, just with your phone. It's amazing. So it's a lot better than it used to be. But anyways, just my thoughts. I love art. It's been the common thing just throughout all of my life, and just the only thing I've ever always wanted to do with my life. Just always, ever, as far back as I can remember. And it's not just visual art, but I wanted to write. You know, when I was a kid, I was writing movies, like in little notepads and stuff. I write in books, comic books, songs. I was always writing like poems that were in my head, had melodies. So I was writing songs back when I was like in the second and third grade. And then by the time I started writing songs, I was already sort of on the guitar and stuff like that. I was already sort of had all um, this way with words in order to like build a song. You know, it's kind of like you put music to a poem, in a way. You know, and so by the time I started playing guitar, it was like very natural. Writing songs came very naturally to me. And I remember those first few months of playing guitar was the same feeling. It felt like magic, especially when you teach yourself, because that's how I had to learn. And you like or not impress yourself, but you like surprise yourself. You know, when you do something, you like do a little lick, or you like strum a certain way without looking at the guitar for the first time or whatever it is, and it's just like, what the hell, I can do that. And it's just such this like an amazing feeling of confidence, being able to create something like from nothing. It's quite addicting, and it's important. It's as important as you want it to be, but it's very, very important to me. Like I've said before on this channel, I've ruined relationships because my art was it was too important, and I regret a lot of things that I've done in my life in the name of art, or for the sake of art, like jobs I didn't take because it would have like killed my imagination. But everybody has their path. I just sort of carved mine out the best I could. Always have been ever since I was a kid. There's that eye. Yeah, I sell my art. You could contact me on Instagram or storygrub at Gmail. I'm trying to work on a catalog of I have a bunch of images that are scanned, like these, you know, like this big. They kind of look like this, but they're pretty intense. But I'm gonna make a catalog on Instagram or something like that, and just I don't know if you can still do up to like 20 photos in one post, but put up like 15 or so, and just say these I can scan these and get them printed the next day and mailed out the next or whatever, which is something I just did for a few other people. Um, so yeah, I do have it. I have stuff for sale. I have prints and things like that, but I don't. I need to find a place on my Instagram just to, because I suck at websites and I suck at all this. I don't. I'm trying to be better about selling, because I need to get over the fact that I'm like a little baby when it comes to giving my stuff away or selling it. But I always forget about prints, and I've done commissions before and like album covers and things like that. I've been really lucky and fortunate to do. I did an album cover for like one of my favorite bands in the world. It was just like the most, oh my god, wonderful thing ever. They're called Elf Power. You should look them up. They're from Georgia. They're from Athens, Georgia. And they're buddies with like Neutral Milk Hotel and the Elephant Six Collective and all those cats and stuff. But Andrew from Elf Power and I have been like communicating since I was like 20. I sent them my first demos when I was like 24, which was 2004. It's like 20 years ago or so. I was first like emailing him and, hey man, can I be on your label? I didn't even know what that like meant. I was such a late bloomer with music and stuff, and just a dork when it came to communicating with people, because I've always just been quite a dreamer, and I forget that not everybody's like that. Even the creative people out there, they're a lot more business than I would assume. Because I see their art or I hear their music, and I'm like, oh, they're just like me, like hella weird, hella this and that, or I don't know. But then they're just like really down to earth, like business type people, and you're like, oops, I wish I would have approached that a little bit differently, instead of approaching them like they're my long lost like sibling or something. I sabotaged so many things in my past because I was such a freaking dork. I stood in my own way, and I still do. As we all do. Ain't nothing special about me. I'm just the echo of eternity. All of you. All of thee. All of you, all of me. Olive hue. We used to have olive trees on our property. We used to pick them and throw them at each other. Now, I wish I would have collected them, because I could have made olive oil. I see my name up there. Oh shit! Damn, sorry about that, folks. That was a 7.9er. That was a 7.9er. You look familiar. Oh, phew. Are you talking to me, mate? Huh? Tallywally, you talking to me? Does it sound like I was born in Tennessee? Can listen to what you're asking. I mean, come on, mate. Wait. This is Tallywally from Pumpkin City, Nebraska, 1943, correct? I mean, if it's not, this is going to be quite awkward. I'm leaning towards awkward. I'm just kidding. I'm from Tennessee, California. That's right, buddy. Born and bred. I'm very yeasty. They grow me from scratch. They used to call me Scratch Rat Canvas back in the 70s because of my reputation for scratching rats laying on canvases. Get off my canvas. They're huge. They sound like pigs. They try to bite you. And they do. I don't know what I was saying by trying. They actually do. And they got big old fat jaws made of little rat teeth. Every single one of them little suckers. A death trap in its own making. You gotta be careful what you wish for sometimes. These people out there think they know rock and roll. They think that they know metal. They think that they know death. Well, I'm here to tell you, yeah, you probably do. I'm not here to say that you don't, but I know it pretty damn well too. And that's why I draw. And that's why I force others to draw. Everybody, quit. There's 77 people out in this garage right now, quiet as a church mouse. Just everybody, be quiet. Shh, shh, shh. That's right, babies. Roll over, go to sleep. That's it. Now they're going to sleep. Now we can all talk. Now the grown-ups can speak. Don't look at me, little Jimmy. There you go. Turn over. Roll over. There you go. It's quite obnoxious of them sometimes. John, I'm not from Orville. The cornucopia. The cornucopia was from Orville. And the dam. That great big dam. No, I'm from north. I'm from the more northern part of there, from there. Don't you believe me? Can't you see? I'm from Paradise. I almost said paradise. I'm not from paradise. I was born in paradise. I was born in paradise. And I was raised around Chico. So just north of Oroville. Damn good fishing. Yeah, lots of tragedy happened in that area recently. I have a lot of friends that live down that area. I feel for my friends and my neighbors. But I've lived all over California except for like super southern California. Super southern. That's where I got my accent the first time. I passed through it once, and that's how I developed this accent. Sometimes it just comes and it goes, just like the wind. Hello, Marcus. It needs an octopus. It's got the octopus. Do you not see it? It's the pussy, the octopusy. The octopusy. And the worm dog. It's also got a worm dog. Everybody, I am just so happy that you're here. I've been a little down. And you're cheering me right on up. Right on up, right on up. Sorry, I was just drinking some liquid. I appreciate all the likes. That means a lot. That means I earned it. I earned it by loving you. And by talking very loud without warning you. Lo siento. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn it down a bit. Or take them out. If you're on the bus, get off the bus and run for your life. The zombies are coming. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. Can I mod? I don't. Let me. After I draw a little smile on this little ducky person here, give me a chance to make a first impression. For the guardians of death are here now, my friend, and they walk among us. Some kind of duck, some kind of luck. Look at me, God. Some kind of schmuck. Buried in the sand, my head and my hands, living off the land inside out. Dead ass. Dead ass. Whoa. For we are the crusaders. The crusaders of justice. The crusaders of love. Wouldn't you say, Phobia? Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street. Wall Street. Alright. Good enough said about it myself. Ask and you shall receive. Talibali. I love the way my brain works. You love the way I love the way your brain. You love the way your brain works. How would I say that? How would I even say that, Rudy? Can I call you Rudy? I'm gonna call you Rudy. Off to eat dinner. Goodbye, Luna. Te amo. Te amore más. And gracias. Every time Luna comes, she just brings a sense of style and camaraderie and love and love. You just can't beat it. She's a good friend. There we go. More little line things, and then more little line things. Little line things right here too, on the teeth. Really bring those teeth out a little bit. I mean, they're big enough. Why not? Everything's gonna be okay. 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 Love is in the air. Can you feel it? It's everywhere. And I want to feel it for others too, and wish it for others, you know? It's good to wish good things for perfect strangers. Because in the end, I hope that they're doing the same for me. Because the better I am, the more healthy I am inside and out, the better I am a neighbor, a citizen of the world, of the hood, of the grocery store, of the parking lot. I want to look at others and see beautiful things again. And it's not hard to get that ball rolling. Because there's so many good things out there. There's so many good people out there doing good things. And they're always the people that are doing them that they don't even talk about. They don't even talk about doing it. They just do it. They don't have to be told to do it. They just do it. And they don't ask why or who they are, what they're affiliated, who they're... No, just do it. Just the way it's supposed to be. I'd rather see people happy and healthy and arguing than suffering and arguing, because at least then you know what's going on. You can pick out the ones that are actually trying to help and those who just want to hurt. Because all I see is suffering. All I see is people suffering when you see these people all angry and stuff, yelling at each other, hating on each other for just being a little bit different than them. You ain't got time for that crap. We gotta come together. We gotta know our enemy. And it's not my neighbor across the street. It's not his skateboarding kids. It's not pistol whipping Pete down the street. Gotta be handed with the stealer and the keep. Not him either. It might be him. But, you know, he has a pistol. I got pistol whips. I'm not gonna fuck with that guy. But you know what I'm getting at. You know what I mean. You gotta play it cool. You gotta build it. And the cool ones will come. That's what I've learned. The cool ones will come. And then you can laugh maniacally, and you can get away with it just fine. Isn't that right, class? Yeah. Wait, where'd everybody go? I don't know. They just left. Dang. So, what's your name? I'm Little Jimmy. Oh, hey, Little Jimmy. I'm Story Grub. I know, sir. What do you mean, sir? You don't have to call me sir. Okay, sir. Wait. You don't have to call me. Did you feel that earthquake? You don't have to call me sir. It's really okay. Oh, okay, sir. Mm-hmm. Was it all in my head? Was none of this actually real? I don't know, sir. You can go. You can go to recess now, Little Jimmy. Just leave me alone. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Catch you later. Gee. That time he was just right over my shoulder, looking at me, looking at the drawing while I was doing this. I was like, "Get out of here, kid. Go play ball with the others." It's cool just to make lines and then, without having any idea where they're gonna connect later. Like, I can just do this right here, for example. Just put this little grouping here. Oh man, I think I just ruined it. But you can always just cover it back up, bring this down here. Just a little landscape, all year round. Thanks, John. That's really nice. Bro, who remembers that science did this? It's starting to get warm out in this garage. That's what happens when you're sitting on a bunch of hot commodity, if you know what I mean. I'm not even supposed to be in this person's garage. I don't know whose house this is. I've been here for 3 days. I imagine they'd be coming home any time now. There was a note on the fridge saying to the dog sitter, that if the dog sitter comes back on the times earlier today, I got in the kitchen and stuff, and there's about being out in the front, gotta come in the garage, whatnot. And so I was thinking, if I'm back out here, what harm, no foul. And then if the cops come, I can just say I was just a babysitter. At this point, why not? So I'm just out here hanging out. But I'm doing it all for you. Believe me. It's all for you. And then tomorrow, I'll come out here and I will fix what I have done. Chapter 4. Carl Funyan and Fabe, the Minotaur. Disgusting. Absolute. Verse 1. Never trust anybody who begins a sentence with the word never. Damn. Chapter 2. Happy birthday, you shitty fuck. Go eat an onion, you goofy chud. Some kind of greeting card. Nobody saw that coming, did they? Especially not the onion farmers.
Chapter 4. I know it's in a mirror. You're going to have to hold this up to the mirror in the bathroom to get what these say. So I can't read backwards and upside down. Know your enemy. Chapter 5. It was the top 5th way to become holy again, being an artist in 2025, some would say, today. But I said not, for outeth the artist cometh, and the fables of the Minotaur grow. There's one of them now. Within the garden comes the art, the hammer down evil, good, love, hate. Scribble me down rats in the sewer I was dancing upon glades of grass, like a lichen, hairy, scary, and cool. Something like that, maybe. A lichen. Some kind of lichen. Don't judge the art. Hey, Mama. I told you never to come back here. Why did you give me this book? I thought you were the chosen one. Oh, Mama. Dear Diary. Today was neat. I wrote a poem. It was neat, too. But what happened next? Will suck your dryer sheets scentless. Scentless. Will suck your dryer sheets scentless. And I just wanted to remind you that I love you. Oh, that's sweet. I love you. Backwards. What a great book. I think that's enough for today from the great book. And I think tomorrow we'll take Captain Scissors to the wonderful book. Yeah? No? Yeah. All right. Oh, snippety snip snap. But first, we've got to go back into the back rooms and figure it all out from the beginning. I've been here for 39 years trying to find my way out of the back rooms. Terrible. Lost. Happy times. Very hungry. Ate my big toe. What do you know? Things got dark before they got lit up at the end. It was yellow and quite mellow, so I flushed it down the first time. Later, Passer. Thank you for your time. Passer's another good friend. I've known him since the Great War of 1711. Or was it 7-11? I think that's where that was 7-11. What a day that was. It was the C-store. We were called the C-store knockouts back then. Nobody messed with us. Dangerous, scentless times. Very, very scentless. Terry does all sorts of things. I am not my brother's keeper. That's what cameras are for. Surveillance. Up the wazoo. We spared no expense here at the Story Grub Club. At the clubhouse. The innocent old clubhouse here. We're all gonna die. Get us out. I laugh about it now, but it's terrifying. It makes me happy.
Later, Pastor. I gotta drink some more liquid. I'm very, very sick, very cold, very thirsty. That's better. Well, that's something we'll have to remedy, isn't it? I'm gonna make sure all my friends die happy, die happy, die happy. Die happy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Later, phobia. You be careful out there. Pictures or it didn't happen. You know the drill. It's the one that's 6 foot down, stuck in the branch that's under the ground. I thought the earth wasn't supposed to be so deep. Otherwise, how could it be so hollow and flat at the same time? Nothing makes sense. We're all going to die, and we're sitting on a rock in the middle of outer space. Amen. Hallelujah. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. There we go. Right up that little schnizzle right there. I'm bringing the schnizzle back to Schnizzletown. It's been a long time, old Schnizzly-doo. Schnizzleville. Sleepy little Schnizzleville. And then with all the Schnizzle villains out there, you gotta really watch what you're saying, watch what you're doing, otherwise they'll follow you home and they'll steal all your schnizzle right off from under your nose. For shizzle, my nizzle. Not even joking, because it's not funny. It's not funny. It has to be funny in order for me to be joking. It's not funny. Just another cracker trying to make stupid ass, funny ass jokes. Stupid ass cracker jokes. Cracker barrel. Fucker. Stupid. Oh, cracker. Sorry, I'm grumpy grub right now, everybody. I'm just going through all my little terrible twos. And it's Thursday. Not Tuesday anymore. It's not hump day. It's Thursday, god dang it, all frickin' day. And I'm a grumpy grub over here. You tuned in just to the right time, the right place to get the grumpy grub. You're listening to Grumpy Grub on 101.3. The Grumpy Bastard. What is it? How do they do that? The freaking grump. The shitty grump. Because it's like a mascot. The walking corpse. I don't know. The ugly cadaver. Hour. That's right. I'm Grumpy Grub, and you're gonna be. I don't even want to listen to myself for an hour. Really, an hour? No, I was just saying that because, as if you were in the middle of it, like it's a joke, right? It's not funny. That's the stupidest thing ever. It's not funny at all. You expect people to. It's not funny. You're right. You're right. I wasn't trying. I was just trying to enliven. I was just trying to boost your. I was just trying, man. Gosh, well, you're not trying that hard, are you? Grumpy Grub in the house. He's a big sourpuss. CJ, you know, whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing, just know that God loves you and He wishes the best for you. No matter where you are, where you're going, where you've been, where you sleep, where you eat, where you change your clothes, where you brush your teeth, and wash your cars, or wash your car and brush your hair. Wherever you go, no matter what you do for the rest of your natural born life, I will be there watching you do it. You have no idea how much you have touched me. That is just so beautiful. And then by the end of my life, I will have found the exact right thing to tat onto your body. And right before I die, that'll be the last thing I ever do. The end, goodbye. That'd be a great way to go. Oh shit, earthquake. Fuck. I'm gonna die. Oh shit, you better get over here now, dude. Do this earthquake quick. Do the tattoo quick. Oh. I'm just kidding. You flatter me. You flatter me with flatteries. No, I'm not ending yet. No. Oh, no. I've just gotten started. No, I'm just kidding. I should probably end it here pretty soon. I usually only go on for about 2 or 3 days before I run out of stamina from lack of water. I'm telling you, the water they give me, I think it's from the toilet. And Moonbase 13 and 14 toilets share the same. I'm not even gonna go there. It's all connected up here. Moon water. The moon, it's disgusting. I mean, you can live on it, but it tastes like shit. I'm sorry to say that, folks. I didn't want to have to say that, but it's true. There's this little upside down pig right there. There we go. That's better. You know what? I'll show you that. See it. Little pig. Look at that little pig. What a cute little pig. I like art because it makes me happy. And I like being surprised by it. When I was a kid, I used to just sit there and draw. I would just, at recess, I would have my tablet or something and just go out, find a spot, and just sit. And then sometimes all the other kids would like surround me. And it was easy to draw that stuff because they were like comic books mostly that I was doing. And it wasn't like this kind of stuff where it was hard for me to draw this kind of stuff at first on YouTube because even when 2 people are watching or something, it's like, you know, because it is such a spontaneous style, you know, that I didn't think I could do it as well if people were watching. It's one of those things. But it's interesting as to what happens in them because it does change the way I draw them because I have to give in to the drawing in certain ways because I can't sit right over it. I have to work around the camera. Thus all the earthquakes. And when I'm going live, I'm thinking about things, I'm talking about stupid things, and so it changes the way I'm making the art as well. Plus, when people are talking to me, it definitely influences the way that the art is created and where it comes from. You guys influence me, and even if you don't think I do, or think you do, because a lot of people ask me to draw specific stuff into my work. Sometimes I do. Most of the time I just can't on the spot anyways. And because I would have to Google something to like see what it even looks like. And I don't even have anything out here that I could even Google on. I just have my phone. it's doing everything. But no, it's just such an interesting way of creating art, and it's cool, and I really appreciate the people who have come and gone and stayed and lingered and or come and within minutes they're gone or 20 seconds. I don't care. I'm grateful. And the people that do hang around for a while and become my buddies, and you're always welcome back. Mikasa, Mikasa Sukasa. Or is it Mikasa Sukasa? And that's the truth. Just get off my lawn. You can't linger on my lawn. Just get off my lawn and everything will be just fine. Hand over the wallet slowly and get off my lawn. Everything will be just fine. Hunky-dory. Could you not read the signs? Why am I dark? So wrapping up that side of it. What do you guys think? Like a human printer? That's what it feels like, CJ. When I was a kid, actually, when I was shading things, I would start at one end, and I would because back then I used to watch the printers or like things like print across. My mom worked at a medical office, so the thing would go across and draw it like in lines, like 3D printing, but it's two-dimensional printing, and but it goes back or to the right and then to the left, and it does it both times, so all the way down. So I remember mimicking the copy machines, and when I was shading in like big, huge pieces, I would just imagine myself as a machine. This is back in like the 3rd and 4th grade. I would like mimic the machines and learn how to like fill in, like go like really fast, and then people would be like, "How do you do that?" And I'm like, "Do you not look at the machines?" It's funny because we build the machines so humans don't have to do that, but then some of us look at machines for help. Dear Mr. Machine, I know you're busy. I know you've got so much on your plate, but I'm just a little kid, and I like to draw. I need some pointers. Will you help me?
Yes. Watch me print this piece of paper. Just watch. And shut up.
Okay.
Shut up. And watch.
I was friends with machines. My best friends were machines. Some of my first best friends were copy machines. Not coffee, but photocopy machines. Not photo coffee. Those are different. Very different. Like way different. And they only have them in Portugal. But the other ones, the legal ones, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother webisode. Okay. Oh, it's been a long, horrible, slimy old day, hasn't it? Everybody's getting home from work, kicking off their shoes, slapping their old butt, looking in the mirror, giving yourself a high five. I remember those days when the ice cream was free and the foot rubs were, well, lonely because I have to rub my own feet. It's not the same, but I mean, you're rubbing your own feet for the sake of hurting your hands. It's rough, but that I really derailed that. I was on a roll there, and yeah, I don't think I can recover for that one. Do you guys have any popcorn? I was thinking about popcorn. I think that would cheer everybody up. Caffeinated would be great if if you ever thought about caffeinating that popcorn. Oh, CB. Oh, you stop. Just you start. Just say keep going, keep them coming. No, just let it go. Mosaic style, but not nearly anywhere near. Oh, you're sweet. Eve. First of all, love the name. I do. Thank you for the kind words. It is like a mosaic, I guess, huh? It's a collage. I was talking about this yesterday, I think, but I have a love of all sorts of different kinds of art. But I like art that is very collageural in its structure, and it keeps my brain working. Um, I love art for the sake of art too. I can walk up to a painting and look at the brush strokes that they use to paint it and be fascinated by that. And I can tell what kind of artist painted something just by looking at it. You know, like if they what they were eating, for example, what was in their scat, what they smelt like while they were creating this wonderful work of art. Um, probably what was in their what was on their mind even, if they were angry, sad, or horny. It's all right there in the art. It's all right there. I like mine to be more blotty, if you will, more abstract than that. You know, you're gonna get right to the point with me, but you're gonna be out of your mind while you're doing it. Well, I, uh, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to make sense of it like everybody else is, because it's life. It's how life imitates art. It's life imitating art, like the Thing from the John Carpenter's Thing, and turning into this big old fat ugly monster of an amalgamation of all of us. A dream, a twisted tragic dream called life that we all share, despair, and sometimes get to experience in our underwear while eating that ice cream and living that good life. So I'm not here to judge. I'm here to execute and jury and judge a little bit. That's all. That's all. No big whoop. Like, can't we all just be friends? Can't we all just get along? If not, no big deal. I'll let everybody else know. We'll go on from there. Blood is in the air. And we're a bunch of sharks. Oh, have you ever seen that movie, The Purge? I'm the most, besides like my imagery that I do and the words I say and the life I lead, I'm not a very violent person. You notice I said very, because because I'm not, if I'm not very, but I am very a little bit, but not all the way very at all. You gotta walk a mile in my shoes to get it. It doesn't matter. I didn't take my Zantac, and I have major heartburn, and it is directing this piece. Look at that little pig thing up there yelling at the sky. I mean, look at that little thing. Just look at it. Now, I'm not here to judge, but I'm just here to be an absolute dork. Gotta show this thing who's boss. There we go. Yeah, those are crazy. There's something about them that I kind of, it's like a guilty pleasure watching. I think the concept is interesting because it's obviously a reflection of our society and like how silly, you know, things can get and whatever. But they are interesting, and it's just so funny to me. Like those movies are just so weird because you would think that a lot more people would just be like burning down buildings or like driving their cars through buildings and just murdering entire SWAT. You know what I mean? Like instead of people just going behind their doors and locking their little chain on their door and getting in the bathroom and huddling down with some pillows. I mean, it would you would think that there'd just be people with tanks going around and blasting through buildings and you know what I mean? Because there's no absolutely no rules apparently, and it doesn't. I don't know. Otherwise, I love the idea. I think it's very wholesome, very American, very worldly, very worldly, empirical. Give them bread, give them death, and they will come. Build it, and they will build death and death churches, and they will come. Death cults. I forget why I was even thinking about that. Maybe because of what I was thinking. What was going to happen if we all stopped making art? The day that we all stop making art is the day everything comes to a grinding halt, and then people really would be fending for themselves. That's why art is so important, and artists should be protected at all costs, because they're the future. They're the ones that are going to save our humanity. There's going to be a great awakening, and I think it's around this time next week. So the link is in the description if you guys want to come. I'm supporting it. I'm making burritos, pork and veggie. So if you're a veggie, I can do them with cheese or without. But if you guys like pork, I got pork too. But I only got one pig, and he only let me take one of his legs. So the pork's gonna be kind of Slim Pickens. That's the name of the pig. His name's Slim, and the name of his leg is Pickens. So Slim Pickens. Yes, pig-ins. So everything's gonna be going down next week, and I just hope to see everybody there. Hoping that Armageddon doesn't happen first, but if not, we'll have something to go to Babylon about. All right. How about them apples? You're listening to 101 FM, the Judge, Jury, and Executioner channel. That's just dead air, by the way. Oh, hey, hey, everybody. I was just napping there. Now you're going to be listening to Jitterbug and the Frank Tambourine Boys, coming up next on 101 FM. Son of a bitch, we're still on the air. Hi, everybody. My name's Jack Tambourine and the Slim Titty Boys. Here to tell you that rock and roll will never die as long as you got some kind of hair in your eye. And you get it out like that, just with a finger. And with the finger, you can also take your time on the guitar and do a little bit of strumming, like me and the boys did. We're recording this next album back in 1923. One of the first people to ever record music onto something like a vinyl. Before that, it was always bone, chicken wire, all sorts of weird shit. Hold on a moment. I don't think that was the one. We're home cooking down in the country. Oh yeah, mama. Way down in the country, home cooking. The enemy's heads in the bowl, his brains on a plate of protein tonight, mama. We're gonna eat our enemies. Amen. We're gonna eat all of them up as all you can. Put your enemy's head on the plate. Eat his fucking brains and gain his knowledge. Don't be afraid. Sweet little darling, don't you cry. Don't be afraid. Sweet little darling, don't cry. We're gonna eat our enemies, their brains and all their faces. We're gonna eat till we speak their language and eat their faces in foreign places. Alright, everybody, love, hatred, and war. The American dream right there. Let's do it. Because then if you do that, they can't come back as zombies anyways. Two birds, one stone. Two birds, one less zombie.
and 2 less enemies. Because birds are nasty little critters too. Have you ever seen that movie, Critters? It's based on a true story. A true tale. That's weird. Doesn't smell like ink no more. Huh. It lost its touch. The last time that happened, some kind of darkness fell on this cursed old house. Something came up from the abyss. Oh no, it's fine. There it is. The cap's on. Yeah. Yeah, it's better. No, everything's fine. Alright, everybody. Well, thank you, Tally. You take care of yourself. I'm gonna go rest my bones and launder my carcass. Just as long as forever that I can. In this great big world, in this great big weird old life, it's the best we can do with ourselves is to be ourselves and to let others be themselves. And let the chips fall where they may. Just gotta be handy with the steel, earn to keep, if you know what I mean. Regulators mount up. All that kind of stuff. It's all about the hair. It's all about the Benjis. It's all about the babes. It's all about the pimpery, the shimpery, and the glam. The rock, the roll, all the shebang. All the shebang. The shebang. Oh, I do miss it. I miss the shebang. It's been so long. Oh, I just got sidetracked. I was thinking about the shebang. Anyways, all the money, all the diamonds, all the glory, all the justice, all the humility. You know, I came into this life on a humility cord. I don't like to call them umbilical. They're humility cords. How about that? Humble. Yeah, I'm making up words now. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's mine. It's not you. It's me. I said I was going to go 20 minutes ago, and here I am still going. That's just how we do. That's how we do. So anyways, yeah, y'all be safe. I love you. And I appreciate the company. I really do. And I hope you come back. For we are stronger together. Stronger together. Creatives, stronger together. like those monkeys. But yeah. Thanks, Tally. I appreciate it. You take care of yourself now. And to each his own. Be creative. Be kind. Take on the world. Don't. You're almost out of bubblegum. Don't take no. So, you're almost out of bubblegum. You're almost out of bubblegum. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good night. I love you to death. What's that? My producers are. No. I'm going. I'm leaving. What? Aliens? They've broken into the base? What? Where are they? Aliens? They're what? They're breaking in.